Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Best Friends on SnowRunner. We are looking at the Voron right where I left it after delivering the two pipe to open up the road. So I looked at what I might want to do next. I've got two pallets of oil going down to the gas station. Right next to the gas station is the container warehouse where I'll get a special cargo going to the garage. So that's two jobs. From there, anything goes. All I got to do with this thing is flip it around and go get my stuff. Need a controller. The stuff I need to transport is shit that'll fit in this little truck. This is what I meant to do, not push the map button. And don't leave it over that. So if I use it again, it'll open. There's all sorts of jobs up here, which reminds me, I was gonna run down I was gonna run around a little bit and make sure that I accepted all the jobs that are up in this area. I don't think that's too skinny and you can get down there. Well, actually, I've been through there before, but I think that's the only job in here. And then there's I'm gonna wait on putting all that extra weight on the truck until I get done running it around through the snow drifts and shit. I think there's one or two jobs in here. I remember delivering shit right through this gate. Yeah. It's the same as Story of Dimka, except tracking, close, and it's a vehicle. I think most of them are vehicles. Last time I came up here with the M134, I used the, doesn't want to move, there we go. I used the dock here to go over the pipes and then between the buildings, and then that got me back into this area where you can see the overhead cranes and stuff. There's nothing back in there. Job is there, and then there's a job down here. I remember going all the way around this and not finding a job, but there was a job like overlooking the river here, but may still not, may might be there or not. I don't see anything to indicate that it is. Where's that gate? Missed it a little bit. I remember going in and out of there with stuff a couple different times. So I think more jobs will spawn as oh yeah, I remember delivering that onk. I think it goes down to the garage. I'm not seeing another job unless it's over on that side of the wall. Oh yeah, that's right, it is. It's on that side of the wall. I think that on goes to the garage. It's not telling me because I don't have it. Sick big man. That goes to the garage. And gift goes way down to the corner. Oh well. We'll get to them eventually. I could pull that down there the same time I take the barrels of fuel, but it really dragged me down. I don't know, might be worth it. It'd be better to use big strong truck for something like that. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it, but you know, because it's there and I'm going that way, but this thing just doesn't have the horsepower for it, nor the traction. There's lots of trailers that have to come from down on that side of the map up to this side. So there'll be lots of opportunity to take that on down there later. And this is one consumable. Woo-wee. One whole consumable. I don't even remember where I get consumables on this map. We could take a look. Might be able to grab it on the return run. Where do you pick up? Back there. Where I pick up the special cargo. But this is containers, this is special cargo. So if it's one of those little ones, I could put it in there. If it's not, then I don't know, maybe I pull it behind me. But that special cargo goes up to the garage. It doesn't go over there. I'd have to make a special trip over there. But at any rate, let's get going on what I intended to do. Tega oil for gas stations. And then everyone needs trailers. I got 2 more jobs accepted with that 11 minutes that we screwed around, but you know, still could have been down there with this shit in 11 minutes. 2 oil barrels. This is a game truck that I just use the DevTools menu to change the engine, change the wheels, a few little improvements like that, but it's still just a vanilla Voron grad. Now that Tega, that has some juice. But this was set up to do what I wanted, and that was not. Bottom line. Not that I don't have the DevTools menu to fix it up the way I want. It was just quicker to get right into it by grabbing what was handy. I think I'm gonna take the next right instead of going all the way up to the sawmill. Unless I get a few feet down there and can't move in the deep snow. Then I'll take the regular route. But this comes out closer to the bridge that crosses the river. But is it quicker? Depends how quickly we can move. cruising along in fourth gear. We're almost to the bridge. About 3 more power poles, 2 maybe. Oh, I've been fighting to keep it off them damn snowbanks all the way down. Every time it touches a snowbank, it digs in and wants to go off the road. And this time it was a big snowbank. And away we go. And look, our turn was right frickin' here. All that way I kept it out of the snowbanks until we were 10 feet from the corner. Up at the top of the hill is where I go next. This goes up to the end of the road where the gas station is. See, here we go again with the snowbanks. Now let's take this one a little slower. if I'd allowed it to drift, start drifting up one of those snowbanks, it'd be upside down again. And I was trying to pull it back. I was, in fact, pulling it back down. It was curving back towards the road when it went over. But I suppose what I should have done was just immediately locked up the brakes. The second that I saw I wasn't going to be able to bring it back without going 4 feet up the bank. But shit happens. This is the truck that I made the last delivery with. I leave shit all over the place. We can get a fix-up. Oh, that's right, it doesn't work for fix-ups. And since it started being cargo management, what is this? Looks like another. Oh, that's my Ural. That's a nice truck. That's my Ural mod. How is that Ural set up? Has a fifth wheel, don't it? Whoops. Oh, it has a fifth wheel and it has spare wheel. It would take some doing to get it switched around, but it would move faster than this one. Ah, fuck it. I'd rather use the Ural, but again, everything you do takes time. I spend 5 minutes converting that thing. Well, you know, I might need how I wanted to do the 2 jobs? Combine the next 2 jobs. I'm thinking on the fly here. Business is 1 consumable from back here. Everyone needs trailers is a special cargo. And I'm willing to bet that's a 2 spot, not that little dinky box. You only get those when you're going to haul radioactive. Otherwise, the special cargo is a 2 spot. So to haul all 3 spaces, I need a 4-spot trailer, or I need to pull a dolly behind this forearm. Well, this has got a low saddle on it. So just get over there and then put a 4-spot trailer behind it. I got a 4-spot gooseneck in my inventory. That works pretty good. Wee-haw! Look at her fly. Oh, getting a little radical. Even if I wanted to haul that big sucker, all I'd have to do is put a high saddle on it. I'm going to go back here, turn around, and come back up. Let's see, this is where I'll get my consumable, which I want my special container up on the front of the trailer. So I'll go get my special container and then reverse to get the consumable. This thing sounds sick. I don't know. Garage and the 4-slot gooseneck, I think, is way down here. Those are just trailers, semi-trailers. There's my 5. Gooseneck 4. There it is. Can we get our special cargo? Let's make sure and 1 consumable. Oops, don't want to keep going that way. One consumable. That's all, just one consumable, one special cargo. Now which goes where? Special cargo goes to the garage. The consumable goes up here to business. So we'll leave the special cargo tracking for the special cargo for now. Wait, didn't this Ankh go to the garage? I could run the special cargo and the Ankh both to the garage at the same time. Right? Gift? The Ankh? No, the Ankh goes way down there. It must have been Sick Big Man. That goes to the garage. Where is it? Big Man Oil. Is there a Azov in there? Fortitude 20? Must be. I think that's saying that's the big man job. Yeah. So we could grab... I could keep the consumable on the trailer. And either load Big Man or tow it. But for now, let's just get rid of the consumable. That was business. Well, that don't even go over there. It delivers to the farm. I guess I just assumed it would deliver where I accepted the job. Well, fuck, that changes things. Let's deliver business, deliver the consumable, and then worry about what we're doing. Or the container, rather. Consumable, container, then we'll worry about what we're doing. There's got to be a job in there somewhere for that big fuel trailer. This is where we get metal too, or also. Well, then I won't go back up the middle. I'll go to the other side, where you go up the ice. Come on, Wandering Willie. Unfortunately, this is not a full-time diff lock, but if I start having too much trouble, I'll just use low plus. Excuse me. The second I put it on, it says I can't have it. Yeah, screw you. Screw you, Blue. Now the Ankh comes all the way down here. That's probably a special cargo. It could be, not necessarily. It could be just a regular cargo container. Nothing to differentiate them. It's just what they're called. One's called a special container and one's called a cargo container. Ooh, there's the crayas. They? No, they couldn't have changed how the ice is there. It hasn't gotten any update. but it looks different. There's more open water and the pressure ridges are huge. I'm gonna take a second to do this so I can get my suspension height back. Does this have... No. No active suspension. Although, I don't know if I could install active on it. It doesn't have it right now. That open water looked bigger also. Maybe the mod developer pushed through a little tiny update that I didn't even notice. You know, it was at the top of the list when I signed on today, when I logged in. I always check the mod browser before I go to the screen where you pick your map. And the best friends map was at the top of the list, indicating, which would normally indicate that it just got an update. But it had to be, if it did, it had to be something really small. I can get in there far enough to do this. Without whipping around the end. See, the radioactive containers you would pick up right there. Right there. That's also how I figured it would not be a radioactive container when it says special cargo. Special cargo can go either way. But you pick up the radioactive ones right there. Come on, baby. There's one of the trailers that has to go across the river. Got to get in through that tiny little gate with it. Or it goes across the street, one or the other. But that's where the trailers go. One of those two places. At least when I did Story of Dima instead of Dima's story. But it's the same map. Has many of the same jobs. jobs I'm doing right now I've done before when it was the Russian version. If you guys want to check some more of my stuff out, check out the story of Dima. It has its own playlist. It's the Russian version of this map. And it was just this map. The whole story of Dima was just this map. It was really cool. Watch those snowbanks. Wandering Willie. And there's one of our other trailers. Okay. How come it went away when I pulled in here? Oh, because I don't have it tracking on. Duh. It goes up front. Shiite. Can I wiggle it past the Azov? Without trying to go around the corner? Well, if it wasn't for a pole. Imagine that. If it wasn't for a pole. I'll get it there. It's just a matter of how many times I back up and pull ahead. Just don't need no pull ahead now. Just keep going. Keep going. All right. One. Accept. Dankeschön. And at 52 minutes, I think I'll call it an episode. We did, what? 3 jobs and some exploring. Not the best episode ever, but still an episode. So thanks for watching. And let's see, this is going to be the second best friends. So I'll do Meteor next. I'll do 2 Meteor, then I'll do 2 Village. And somewhere along the way there, I'm sure within the next couple of days, I'm sure Phase 4 is going to hit the live server. So I may not get all that recorded and up before it does. In fact, I'm sure I won't. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.